Good morning, sixth graders. We are on our last math lesson. We are ready for lesson 15, page 58. And today they're just talking about sensible metric measures. There's different metric measures. You have liters, milliliters, you have grams, you have kilograms, you have centimeters, meters. There is a sensible measure that you need to use. Now it says, up at the top, it says, I walk 1.5 meters to school every day. Karen wrote to her pen pal Ashley. When Ashley read the sentence, she laughed. Karen had obviously made a mistake. Ashley knew Karen did not live next to the school, so she couldn't mean only 1.5 meters. Meters is just a little more than a yard. We know what a yard is. Think about a yardstick. 1.5 yardsticks close to the school? Ashley thinks Karen had meant to write 1.5 kilometers, not meters. The sixth grade students measured their heights in centimeters at the beginning of the year. John wrote down his height as 13.7 centimeters. Now think about your ruler that you guys use, and one side is inches, one side is centimeters. Centimeters, they're just about the size of an inch. They compare to an inch. So he's only 13.7 centimeters tall. He discovered his mistake by erasing the decimal point. His height of 137 centimeters sounded more reasonable. When working with metric measures, make sure your unit of measure is reasonable and that your decimal point is placed correctly so your answer is sensible. All right, so we're going to do page 58 together. And they give you measures that are in bold in your questions. They are not sensible. They're not correct. You're supposed to correct each one by either changing the unit of measure, like from centimeters to meters, whatever, or you may just need to move the decimal point to make it correct. Write the correction on the blank. All right, so again, I wish you guys would be in class and I could call your names and we could talk about this, but that is not the case. I cannot do that. So we're just going to talk about them a little bit, and I wasn't sure if you guys actually remembered what measures compare to other things or whatever. Destiny and Cody actually helped me a little bit with this because I don't remember what you guys would have learned back years previous, different things that you would have learned. But you would have your charts that you guys would use sometimes, your math charts. On there it would say a meter is how many whatever, and so maybe some of that will come back to you. So number one says the street was 8 centimeters wide. Okay, again, think about your ruler. You have inches and you have centimeters on the other side. Centimeters and inches compare, they're close. So do you think the street was only 8 centimeters wide? Or should be another label on there? What other label would you use? A meter is a little more than a yard. So think about that. Think about a yardstick. 8 yardsticks wide. That would be more reasonable. That should be 8 meters wide. Number 2 says Jeff walked 12 kilometers in 10 minutes. Now, a kilometer compares to a mile. So you think he can walk approximately 12 miles in 10 minutes? No. How about let's move the decimal point. Move it one place to the left. It should be 1.2 kilometers. The kitchen sink holds 8 milliliters of water. Now, a liter compares to a gallon. If you think about actually I would say it probably might compare more to a half a gallon. think about a 2-liter bottle. If you buy a 2-liter of pop, a bottle, Coke, whatever, so compare that to a liter. The kitchen sink holds 8 milliliters of water. No, I was gonna look on your chart. 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. So that kind of gives you an idea. 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. So if he says it holds 8 milliliters, it can hold a whole lot more than that, because 1 liter is probably about like this. That's 1,000 milliliters. We have the wrong label on that one. The kitchen sink holds 8 liters. It could hold about 8 liters in your sink. The letter weighed 3.8 kilograms. Kilograms compares to a brick for the weight, okay? Think about a brick. And a kilogram is about approximately like a brick. So the letter weighed 3 of those? No, that's the wrong label. It should be 3.8 grams. Grams is compared to a paper clip. So about 3 paper clips weight would be about the letter, all right? Number 5 says Jason drank 2 milliliters of water every day. 2 milliliters? Remember, 1 liter has 1,000 milliliters. He can drink a lot more than that. How about 2 liters? That would be like a 2-liter bottle. The pencil weighs 6 kilograms. Again, kilogram is like a brick. That's the wrong label. And remember, a gram is like a paper clip. The pencil weighs 6 grams. All right, and I'll tell you, you guys do number 7 and 8. I will tell you that they both have wrong labels, okay? They both have wrong labels. Put in the correct label that you think. All right, so that's for your new part. If you go over to page 59, number 9, it's a recipe, and the recipe is for 1 pie crust. You're going to make 3, okay? So what do you need to do with your recipe? The recipe is for 1, you need to make 3. You're tripling the batch, okay? And on number 10, it's also a recipe, and she's doubling the recipe, okay? Remember how to do that. Remember, you go times 2, times 3. Make sure you go slowly. I will tell you on page 62, number 33 and 34, that's the new part for today. The top one, number 33, needs a different label. Number 34, you need to move the decimal point, okay? 33, you need to change the label. 34, you need to move your decimal point. All right, that's all for your new part. Tomorrow we will just do corrections. Wednesday is just a day for corrections. So if you need help, please call and let's get our corrections. And I want to make sure that you guys know how to do everything before you take your test. Okay, make sure to please ask me if I can help you on something that you don't understand before you take your test. All right,